Did you know that 54% of women don't feel like they have enough energy to exercise during their follicular phase? Hi, I'm Vinisha, Mira's sex hormone tester, and this is day 7 of my cycle. I had no idea that it was so normal to struggle with getting active the days following my period. I just thought I was lazy. Let's check in on my hormones really quick before I get moving and start my day. Today I tested with both the Max and Ovum wands, and it looks like my LH and E3G are on the rise. PDG stayed the same and FSH dipped slightly. My fertility score is still at a 2. Now let me take a peek at the calendar. Notice that green circle? Looks like ovulation might land on or around the 30th. Now let's do an internal temp check. My mood is at a 6 out of 10, and my productivity and motivation are also at a 6 out of 10. My sex drive is at a 4 out of 10. And my self-confidence is at a 6 out of 10. So generally, I'm feeling much better today. Usually during this time of my cycle, my motivation to work out varies. On days when I'm less motivated, I typically try to remind myself of the overall benefits of movement and exercise. I prefer the term movement because it feels low pressure and incorporates a wider range of activities that I can consider as getting active. Growing up as a heavier kid, I developed a really negative self-body image, which led me to having an obsession around exercise, creating a really unhealthy relationship with movement. In my early 20s, I was able to slim down, but that was due to the fact that I was doing a lot of manual labor during that time. And right now, that's just really unsustainable for me and my lifestyle. Nowadays, I try to cooperate with my body when I find ways to get moving. And on days where I might skip my morning walk or weighted workouts, I generally tend to do things around the house, like cleaning, which help get me kind of up and about, and having a clean space always makes me feel better. I also recently got a new bike and encouraged myself to use my car a lot less throughout the week, which helps me stay active and stay social. Aside from that, I really try to focus on low impact and low intensity workouts in order to help manage my stress. Coming from a fast-paced, high-stress work environment, I had a few years where I was recovering from burnout. So I'm careful not to push myself too hard. There's so many things to consider when it comes to my overall health. Sometimes I do have to prioritize one thing over another. That's when I make my best effort to lean into nutrition and managing my stress. When one of those two factors gets out of whack, I generally have a really hard time bouncing back. Once this is all said and done, I'm really interested to go back through my logs on the Mira app, see when I feel the most active, the most motivated, and am making healthy food choices. That way, I can try my best to track and translate what I'm doing during those periods of my cycle and help incorporate them to the rest of the month.